Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You are watching part 2 of the entertainment center build. If you missed part 1, I will link that video in the description below so you can check that out first. In this video, I'm going to show you what my in-laws space looked like before. I'll walk you through the design plan and then we'll jump right into this project. Be sure to check out the links in the description. I try to link the popular tools and products that I use for you guys, and stick around for the end of the video because I will be going over a breakdown of the cost for this project. Here is my design of the entertainment center in Sketchup. I'll walk you through what I accomplished in part 1, and then I'll go over what I plan to tackle in part 2. So in part 1, I started by building a base for the entire entertainment center to sit on. I built the base in 3 different sections using 2x6s. Then I assembled the IKEA BESTA unit and set that in place. After that, I built the 2 8-foot vertical units out of 3/4 inch plywood. Next, I built 2 benches to put on each side of the BESTA unit. Those I made out of 2x12s and 3/4 inch plywood for the bottom. Then I built spacers on either side of the vertical units to give them some bulk. And last, I built the countertop for the center BESTA unit using 2x12s. Here's where I left off in part 1. In part 2, I plan to install base trim. I will install 4 shelves in each vertical unit. I'm going to add a few extension cords so that I can place lighting on top of the vertical units. Next, I will trim out the rest of the entertainment center, install the countertop, and then prep for paint and stain and all the final touches. Before we jump in, I want to thank LOCTITE for sponsoring this video. LOCTITE's adhesives and sealants are extremely versatile. They have something for all of your small projects and repairs, all the way up to your toughest jobs. In this video, I will be using the LOCTITE Power Grab Ultimate Crystal Clear and LOCTITE PL Premium Max. Those 2 products are construction adhesives, and I will also be using LOCTITE's Polyseamseal All Purpose Adhesive Caulk. I'll describe these products in more detail later on in the video, but be sure to keep LOCTITE in mind when it comes time for your next project. So in part 1, I removed the existing base trim from the wall, and I'm going to reuse it here at the base of the entire entertainment center. I used my multi-tool to notch out a gap where the trim needs to go. I added the LOCTITE Power Grab Ultimate Crystal Clear construction adhesive to the back and secured the trim with a few brad nails. This construction adhesive is great for more decorative applications where you really want a clear and flawless finish. I use this for installing all of my decorative trim pieces. When using the adhesive, it reduces the need for nails in some areas, which can cut down on the time it takes to fill nail holes during the paint prep. Next, I'm measuring for the shelves. I'm using 1/2 inch plywood for the top of the shelf, 1/4 inch MDF for the bottom of the shelf, and then 1x2s as cleats for my shelves. I cut all the lumber down to size and then sanded down the top plywood pieces. I marked and measured where I wanted my shelves to go, and then I used the LOCTITE Power Grab Ultimate Crystal Clear and some brad nails to secure the cleats and the top and bottom shelf pieces. I am permanently installing some extension cords so that we can add some remote controlled lighting at the top of the vertical units. So I'm drilling a few extra holes so that I can plug in the extension cords. Then I'm stapling the cord at the top and bottom so that the cord never falls down and gets lost. In part 1, I drilled holes through the blocking so that I can run my cord all the way through. Now that the cords are installed, I can finish trimming out the vertical units. I used 1x6 primed boards and then ripped them down to size to fit each of the gaps. Next, I'm trimming out the shelves with 1x4 lumber. I used a level to make sure the trim was nice and straight and then secured the trim with LOCTITE Power Grab Ultimate Crystal Clear and brad nails. For the trim at the top of the vertical units, I used primed 1x6 boards and mitered the corners so that they meet up perfectly. In part 1, I constructed the countertop out of 2x12s. Now that they've had time to set with the clamps, I can remove the clamps, fill any holes or seams with wood filler, and then sand. I started sanding with 80 grit on my belt sander and then moved to 120 grit with my hand sander. To secure the countertop to the BESTA unit, I'm using the LOCTITE PL Premium Max, which is their strongest, most durable construction adhesive. This adhesive is ideal for most interior or exterior projects where long-term strength and durability are a must. After the countertop was set in place, I secured it to the BESTA unit from underneath using 1¼ inch construction screws. The entertainment center is almost finished. I have to fill nail holes, sand, and then caulk all the seams before I can paint. I wiped down any dust and then used the LOCTITE Polyseamseal All Purpose Adhesive Caulk. Once cured, this product becomes weather resistant, mold and mildew resistant, and paintable in 40 minutes. It's a water-based adhesive, so it's easy to clean up, which I love. There were a few gaps along the wall that were too large to caulk, unfortunately, so I added some tiny decorative molding to cover it up. Finally, it's time for paint. We decided to go with the color Silver Fox by Benjamin Moore. Before painting, I applied this Sure Seal latex primer to the entire entertainment center, as well as the doors and drawer fronts. I used this Regal Select paint from Benjamin Moore in a pearl finish. This color is called Silver Fox. I started by only painting the entertainment center, and then we decided to go ahead and paint the entire wall, which I think was a great choice. For the countertop, I started with this antique white stain and then added a bit of weathered oak. The countertop was still a little bit too light, so I ended up adding the color Flagstone, and it turned out to be a perfect warm brown color. After the stain was dry, I finished off the countertop with a few coats of crystal clear matte polyurethane. I installed the drawers and doors that I ordered for the BESTA unit from IKEA. The BESTA unit is great because you can customize it however you want it, and they have a bunch of different doors and drawer faces that you can choose from. I added some hardware to the doors and drawers. I found these at Home Depot. Last, I installed these under cabinet lights that we bought off Amazon. They are remote controlled and you can change the brightness and the tone of the light. I plugged them into the extension cord at the top of the unit and set them in place. The final step is adding all the decor and final touches. So all in all, this build cost just under $2,000. We went over $2,000 just a little bit at the end with a few new pillows and decor pieces, but other than that, we were able to stay on budget, which is always nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this entertainment center build, and I hope you found the step-by-step details helpful. You can customize this design in any way to fit your home. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next project.